Yes, finally live. Hey, hey. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Celebrating the birth of Jesus, my Lord and Savior. So, this is my wish to you that love, joy, and peace will find their way into your home this holiday season, particularly today as we celebrate Christmas. I hope you are enjoying wherever you are. It's a wonderful time of the year. I love this time of the year. It makes this so special, especially with family. And today I'm talking about the finish. The finish in terms of, are you a finisher? Do you start something with the end in mind, that I've got to finish this? I tend to be a finisher. And so there are times when I do want to quit. And I have to remind myself that the finish is more important. And there's no greater, or there is a story that I came across. And I'd like to share it with you because it helps to buttress the point of the finish, which is my subtopic for today. So this is about some athletes. This was in the Olympics in 1968, which happens to be the year I was born. But this is what the story is about. And so there were some spectators of the Mexico City's Olympic Stadium watching the marathoners finish. So the winner of the race was Mamo Wold of Ethiopia. He had already won the race. But the crowd watched, waiting for the last participant. And by this time, it was getting cold and dark. And it looked as if the last runners were finishing. So people started to leave. And just as they were about to leave, they heard sounds of sirens and police whistles coming from the marathon gate into the stadium. And as everyone watched, one last runner made his way onto the track for the last lap of the 26-mile race. His name was John Stephen Akhwari from Tanzania. As he ran the 400-meter circuit, people could see that his leg was bandaged and bleeding. He had fallen and injured it during the race, but he hadn't let it stop him. The people in the stadium rose and applauded until he finished the race. As he hobbled away, he was asked why he had not quit. Injured as he was and having no chance of winning a medal. And he said something very powerful and profound. He said, "My country did not send me to Mexico City to start the race. They sent me to finish the race." So it doesn't matter whether you're finishing last, but finish. Now, Akhwari looked beyond the pain of the moment and kept his eye on the big picture of where he was and why he was there. So as you make the success journey, keep in mind that your goal is to finish the race and to do the best you're capable of doing. So with that capability, focus on the finish. Because at the end, you will be a finisher. As long as you finish. This is a reminder, especially as we're coming to the new year. We're almost to the end of the year. Just a few more days to go. So keep your mind. Let's finish this year strong and start the new year strong as well. And just have that mindset to finish whatever we start. Do you have any unfinished projects? I know I do. I have a few. Some I'll be able to finish this year. Some I may have to take into the next year. But it doesn't matter whether I finish them this year or take them into the next year. What matters is, whatever the project is, that I finish it. And I want to encourage you to finish whatever you start. So the starting is important. Whatever we start, let's first of all put our mind into it that, hey, I'm starting something, with the mindset to finish it, rather than jumping from one thing to the other, letting FOMO get the best of us, which is FOMO, fear of missing out. So whatever you start, when you've made your mind up to start it, and like I said yesterday, start. Let's not look at being perfect to start. If I was looking for perfection in doing these videos every day that I've been doing for, I think it's been over a year now, I can't remember the exact date. I think I started sometime December of last year. It must be about a year. If not, by the end of this year, it will be at least a year. If I was looking to be perfect, I would have quit. Because some days I start, sometimes I do the video late, sometimes very late, sometimes I have to borrow time zones, but I do the video anyway. And it's not just a matter of doing the video, but it's a matter of making an impact and sharing my learnings and my experience, particularly in the area of leadership and communication and team building. And so just sharing that. If I was looking for perfection, I would have quit, because I can't always do it at the particular time. That's my goal for next year, though, to do it at a particular time. That's how we go. But if I don't, it's okay. Okay, so sometimes I see comments and sometimes I'm not able to read them, but let me just say Merry Christmas. Let me say Merry Christmas for those who joined. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, thank you. Am I taken? I don't know what that means. Am I taken? If you mean, am I married? Yes, I am married. I just celebrated 25 years of marriage. Yay! To God be the glory. Happily married for 25 years with 2 sons, 21 and almost 17. So yes, thank you so much. Thanks for joining. I appreciate the good, kind words, and Merry Christmas to you, celebrating the birth of my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It's a good day. We had a wonderful day as I close out for today and come back tomorrow. We had a good day with my family. We went out for lunch, as we always do. That is our tradition every Christmas. So my kids were like, I call them my kids, they're towering over me. They're like, Mom, we don't particularly like this place. I'm not going to say the place we went to. But they were like, oh, we should have gone to the place we went to last year. I said, well, sometimes it's good to try something new. And, okay. Thank you for the comment. Let me finish my train of thought right now. Sometimes you may be in a situation where it's not what you expected. Like, we expected to get to a place for lunch where it would be nice, live music, people having a great time. But we got to the place, there was live music. The food was not great. There was not a lot of people there. And I can see why. So they were like, we should have gone to the place we always go, because that's always packed. The food is always great. It is a vibe there. I say sometimes it's good to try something new, because when you try something new, then you appreciate what you had. So now I have a better appreciation of where we used to go. So we might, I think we'll probably go back there next year, because we do this every year. This is our tradition. And so, but I said, you know what? Rather than griping and complaining about the place, enjoy. There were some pluses. It was they had a nice view overlooking the ocean. Nice. I looked at it as, well, we have the place to ourselves. We can enjoy. We can have some fun, dance. We took picture with Santa Claus. And I said, Santa Claus, where's my gift? He just like, sorry, no gift. It's like, what? At the other place we used to go to, they would give us some fun, they'll give us some gifts. But anyway, make the best of whatever situation you are in. Enjoy it. It's not the end of the day. It's not the end of everything. So hey, we're back home now. It was just for a short period of time, and then we're back home. So now let's go back to some questions here. Let's see. Okay, so someone said, can you help me with something? Do you have any advice for having issues with eye contact during presentations? Public speaking is practice. When the focus is on your audience and not on yourself, it's easier, because you're having a conversation with the people in the room. And you recognize that the way to convey your message is to connect by looking and eye contact. And some people say, well, look above the head, but eye contact is eye contact. And if you're not used to having eye contact, sometimes you may need to practice getting comfortable. So think about it in terms of you're speaking to one person. When you're speaking to one person, like you speak to your friend, you speak to your family member, you talk to them, you look at them in the eye. In the same way, when you're giving a presentation, think about the presentation as a one-to-one. You're talking to one person. Even your messaging should be crafted in a way that it's as if you're talking to one person. And so you look at this one person for a bit, and look at the next. What I do is, when I given a presentation, I go early and I actually talk with the people, so I get comfortable. I've already built some rapport even before my presentation, so I'm not going cold. So already I've talked to them, hi, how are you, how are things? And so we're just continuing the conversation with whatever it is I'm talking about. And it gets more comfortable. That is why being part of something like Toastmasters is very helpful, because you get more comfortable with talking to people and talking about whatever your presentation is, and you just get comfortable standing in front of people and giving a presentation. Will you get nerves? Yes, it's normal. But working through the nerves comes with practice, and knowing your message and knowing your audience, and being convinced that whatever it is you're going to share matters and will make an impact. I think what happens is sometimes we're so focused on ourselves and how do I look, how do I sound? But if we change that focus to how will my message impact the people that I'm speaking with, the focus is on them, and that way it will be easier to make eye contact. So hot sauce, I hope that helps. If you're around Toastmasters, come join us. We have lots of clubs here in Bahrain. I belong to 2 clubs. Thank you for the comment. Thanks, that was helpful. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. If you're in Bahrain, please reach out to me. Feel free to reach out to me. I belong to 2 clubs here in Bahrain, and 2 virtual clubs, one in San Diego and one in Singapore. And it's just practice. I've been doing Toastmasters now for 11 years. So the way I used to speak when I joined is very different from now, but I'm still learning and I'm still practicing, I'm still speaking, I'm still getting comfortable, and so it's practice. Eye contact is practice. So just think about it when you're speaking to your colleagues, your family members. You have eye contact. So the same way, get comfortable with the audience and just speak. Just speak. Just think about your speaking. Don't think I've got to give a presentation, then become so formal. Just think about it. I'm just giving a message. I'm just speaking. I'm just conversing. Then it takes off a lot of pressure off of you when you just think, I'm just here to talk. I have a conversation. And thank you for that. Thank you for the comments. Let me just see through. You've got a flash goal. I do. I'm still trying to figure out TikTok, honestly. All the goals and things, I probably don't do it well, but it's okay. Hey, like I said, I'm not here to be perfect. I'm just here to do it. So I'm just doing it. With time, I guess I will learn how to do this well and do co-hosting and all that fun stuff, it looks like. But I don't know how to do it, so I'll get there. Maybe after 1 year of doing this, I'll be able to do all that fun stuff. But thank you for joining. This is probably one of my longer videos. But it's Christmas. It's Christmas. Merry Christmas. And enjoy the rest of your day. If you're starting the day, wish you all the best. And I will be back tomorrow, of course. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow. So enjoy the rest of your day. God bless you.